After the age of 60, health is no longer something that can be taken lightly. Every step, every time you stand up or sit down, every sleepless night due to aching legs is a reminder that the body is changing. We start to pay more attention to our bones and joints, to muscles, to the flexibility that used to come so easily when we were younger. And the thing that most people think of to make up for that aging is vitamins. Vitamin D for strong bones, vitamin B for energy, vitamin E for anti aging, vitamin C for immunity. Each small pill is filled with hope that it will help the body become stronger, more flexible, and fight against time. But have you ever asked yourself, are the things I'm taking every day really helping my body or making it weaker? There's a scary truth that very few people know. Some vitamins that are believed to be good for health can actually have negative effects if taken in the wrong dosage, at the wrong time, or in the wrong combination. Don't believe it? Take a look at yourself or your loved ones. Have you ever felt your legs getting weaker even though you haven't done any heavy physical activity? Struggling to climb stairs? Or even just feeling unusual fatigue when walking slowly around the house? You might think it's because of age. You might think you need more exercise. And maybe you think just taking more vitamins will solve it. But, but the truth is, some types of vitamins, especially when combined with a diet high in processed foods, or when the body already lacks essential foundational nutrients, can accelerate muscle and joint weakness in the legs. It doesn't just affect mobility, but also reduces balance, making you more prone to falls, one of the leading causes of serious injury in the elderly. And the more dangerous part, most people don't realize this connection until they actually lose the ability to move. In today's video, you will learn which common vitamins are silently weakening your leg muscles and joints, why people over 60 are more vulnerable, and how small changes in diet and daily habits can help protect your legs, restore strength, and avoid common mistakes that can make old age much harder. This is not just information, it's a warning. And if you or your loved ones are entering this later stage of life, stay until the end of the video, because even a small change can determine how you'll live the years ahead, freely walking on your own strong legs or dependent on others due to a seemingly harmless mistake. Have you ever felt that your legs are no longer as strong as they used to be? One morning you wake up, step out of bed, place your feet on the floor, and suddenly realize you can't stand as firmly as before. Your ankles feel loose, your knees tremble slightly, and every step requires just a bit more effort than you ever noticed in the past. You reassure yourself that it's probably just fatigue, aging, or maybe you walked too much yesterday, but then the feeling keeps repeating, day after day. Standing up from a chair suddenly becomes an exhausting act. You climb stairs more slowly. You have to hold on to the wall or handrail as you go up each step. Then there are times when you stand up too quickly and find yourself staggering, off balance, nearly falling. It makes you anxious, not because you fear pain, but because you start to feel a loss of control over your own body. Many people think this is just a normal sign of aging, but the truth isn't that simple. It could be a silent warning that your muscles are weakening, your knees are wearing down, and your ligaments are no longer as flexible as before. These changes not only affect your mobility, but also carry the risk of falling, bone fractures, and worse, losing independence in daily life. Sadly, many people overlook these early signs, thinking they just need a bit more rest, better nutrition, or less activity to avoid fatigue. But the truth is, without understanding the real cause and taking timely action, your legs will only grow weaker, your ability to move more limited, and your quality of life will quickly decline. And what's even more dangerous, something few would suspect, is that there are seemingly harmless factors, even ones considered healthy, that are quietly making the situation worse. There are certain vitamins that older adults often take daily in hopes of improving their health, but surprisingly, they can disrupt calcium metabolism, cause muscle stiffness, weaken ligaments, and negatively impact the musculoskeletal system. On top of that, habits like eating processed foods, consuming too much sugar, drinking alcohol, or misusing medications are creating an ideal environment for your legs to grow increasingly tired, unsteady, and unresponsive, just as you may be experiencing day by day. Listen to your body. The small signs you notice today could be warning bells for a future where mobility is lost. Don't wait until you need a cane to walk or require help getting up to start caring about the health of your legs. Early awareness, timely adjustments, and proper understanding of the cause. That is the key to helping you continue to live independently, freely, and healthily throughout your aging journey. The dangerous combination of vitamins and processed foods. When you begin to feel signs of weak legs, like muscle fatigue, difficulty moving, or loss of balance, the first thought that may come to mind is, I'm just getting old. My body is naturally changing. But is aging really the main cause? In reality, many elderly people take vitamins and minerals to maintain their health. However, some commonly used vitamins, even those advertised as good for you, can actually contribute to muscle and joint weakness, especially when misused or combined with an unbalanced diet. One of the most controversial vitamins is vitamin D, a vital nutrient for calcium absorption and bone strength. Yet, when taken in excess, vitamin D can lead to elevated calcium levels in the blood, causing calcium deposits in soft tissues and organs. This doesn't just cause fatigue, it can also lead to muscle pain, joint stiffness, and reduced mobility. This is especially dangerous when elderly people self supplement vitamin D without consulting a doctor. In addition to vitamin D, vitamins A and E can also negatively impact muscle and joint health. Studies have shown that high doses of vitamins A and E can disrupt calcium metabolism and muscle function. This can make joints more vulnerable to injury, weaken muscles over time, and severely limit mobility in older adults. But the issue isn't just about vitamins. Processed foods, loaded with preservatives, sugar, and unhealthy fats, are another major threat to muscle and joint health. These foods not only increase inflammation in the body, but also interfere with the absorption of calcium and essential bone building nutrients. A diet rich in processed foods can result in nutritional deficiencies that lead to muscle and joint degeneration. Moreover, additives in processed foods can increase the production of free radicals in the body, damaging cells and impairing overall function. When the digestive system is unable to absorb vital nutrients properly, the body enters a state of serious nutritional deficiency, further weakening bones and muscles. Therefore, if you're an older adult looking to maintain good health, supplementing with vitamins and nutrients in a scientific and informed way is crucial. This not only strengthens bones and joints, but also helps protect muscles from age related decline. At the same time, it's essential to minimize the intake of processed foods, replacing them with a diet rich in leafy greens, fresh fruits, omega-3 rich foods, and various nuts to maintain healthy bones and muscles. Remember, not all vitamins bring the benefits we expect, and the combination of improper supplementation with an unhealthy diet can make muscle and joint weakness even worse. So don't forget to consult your doctor before starting any new supplement regimen or making significant dietary changes to protect your joints and preserve your mobility as you age. When talking about health risks for the elderly, people often mention chronic diseases, lack of exercise, or simply aging. But few realize that a very familiar accomplice in the kitchen is silently destroying joint health. Processed foods, canned goods, sausages, bacon, instant noodles, and carbonated soft drinks are all popular for their convenience, speed, and appealing taste. Yet hidden inside these foods are a host of additives, preservatives, sodium, and saturated fats, elements that an aging body, already less resilient, struggles to process or adapt to. When consumed regularly, these foods increase inflammation in the body, gradually destroy connective tissue, and weaken collagen, a vital protein that helps keep joints flexible and resilient. Without this protective layer, joints become stiff, painful, inflamed, and deteriorate rapidly, especially in those over 60. Worse still, processed foods are a major cause of nutrient imbalance. They contain very little natural vitamins and minerals, while being packed with empty calories that easily lead to obesity, high blood pressure, and diabetes, all of which accelerate joint degeneration and muscle loss. What's most concerning is that this damage happens silently. It doesn't cause immediate pain, but accumulates over time. One day you might feel your legs getting weaker, climbing stairs becoming harder, or standing for long periods leaving you shaky. You might dismiss it as just a normal part of aging, but the real cause could lie in your everyday meals. That's why it's time to reassess your diet. Cutting down on packaged foods, prioritizing fresh ingredients, home cooked meals, and maintaining balanced nutrition is a simple yet powerful way to protect your joint health in the long run. Age may be out of your control, but how you care for your body is entirely in your hands. Do you want to live your later years free from joint pain and leg fatigue? Start by saying goodbye to processed foods before they quietly say goodbye to your flexibility and strength with every step you take. At a certain age, a glass of wine in the evening can become a hard to break habit for many older adults. A little relaxation, a little distraction, and sometimes a bit of nostalgia. But few realize that those seemingly harmless drops of wine are actually a sneaky attacker, silently weakening your legs without you even knowing. Alcohol, especially when consumed regularly or in excess, directly affects the nervous system, reducing the ability to control movement and balance. For older adults whose nerves are not as sharp as they once were, the effects become even more serious. Walking becomes slower, getting up and sitting down becomes more difficult, and the risk of falling significantly increases. But it doesn't stop there. Alcohol also reduces the absorption of essential vitamins and minerals like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, key elements in maintaining bone density and muscle health. When the body lacks these nutrients, bones become brittle and more prone to fractures, while muscles gradually atrophy, no longer strong enough to support the body. The long term impact of alcohol also lies in its ability to increase inflammation in the body, a leading cause of joint degeneration and chronic pain. When inflammation persists over time, cartilage in the joints gradually wears away, making even the smallest movement painful, inflexible, and severely affecting quality of life. And the scariest part is this: alcohol makes it harder for you to sense the warning signs. You might feel tired and sluggish, but fail to realize that your favorite drink is contributing to your body's decline. You might think you're just aging a little, unaware that your legs are being harmed daily by what seems like an innocent habit. Therefore, if you are over 60 and want to keep your body healthy and flexible, if you want to continue walking confidently and enjoy life to the fullest, it's time to reconsider that evening glass of wine. Sometimes giving up a small habit is the biggest way to preserve a truly healthy and meaningful old age. Let your legs rest, not only from tired steps, but also from the drops of wine that silently harm them every day. Many older adults are very proactive in taking care of their health by supplementing with vitamins every day. This seems to be a wise and positive approach, as everyone wants to prolong their life, keep their bodies healthy, and prevent illness. However, because of their absolute trust in those small capsules, many have unknowingly turned these health supplements into silent agents that weaken the body, particularly the muscles and joints in the legs, the areas that bear the full weight of aging. Certain vitamins, when taken in excess or incorrectly, can cause a nutritional imbalance in the body. For example, long term abuse of vitamin A can lead to osteoporosis, making bones brittle and prone to fractures. Similarly, excessive supplementation of vitamins E or D without medical guidance can negatively impact the neuromuscular system, causing weakness in the limbs, cramps, tremors, or even balance problems when moving. What's concerning is that not everyone recognizes this. Most symptoms occur gradually, quietly, and without intense pain, just a bit more fatigue, difficulty walking, or the feeling of weak legs when climbing stairs. When these signs appear, people often attribute them to natural aging, without suspecting that those familiar vitamins are quietly causing harm from within. We need to understand that simply adding more is not always good. The elderly body requires a delicate balance of nutrients, and any excess or deficiency can lead to long term consequences. Taking vitamins on your own based on advertisements or following word of mouth without understanding what your body truly needs is like driving in the fog. It's easy to get lost and have an accident without even realizing it. Therefore, before deciding to supplement with any vitamin, listen carefully to your body. Consult your doctor, have regular blood tests, and never underestimate the impact of those small pills. Old age requires not only good health, but also the right knowledge to preserve it. And sometimes the best thing you can do for your body is to stop at the right moment, rather than continuing a habit just because everyone says so. After all the warnings and silent signs, It's time for each of us, especially those over 60, to reevaluate the way we take care of our health. Perhaps you've believed that taking a few extra vitamins every day is a good thing. Maybe you still think that a bit of sausage, a few packs of instant noodles, or a little evening drink won't cause any harm. But your body is telling you otherwise, with fatigue, weak legs, joint pain, and gradually decreasing flexibility every day. The solution is not to panic or be afraid, but to be alert and take proactive steps to adjust. Start with something simple. Listen to your body. When you feel weak legs or difficulty maintaining balance, don't immediately blame age. Ask yourself, what am I eating every day? Am I supplementing with vitamins the right way? Am I moving enough or do I sit too much? Being alert in your observations will help you find the root cause of the issue. Next, prioritize natural whole foods, meals you cook from fresh vegetables, legumes, whole grains, fish, or lean meat. Stay away from packaged foods, which are full of preservatives and lack real nutrients. Gradually reduce alcoholic beverages and increase your intake of water, herbal teas, or homemade plant based milk. Just as important, choose to supplement vitamins based on tests and medical advice, not based on intuition or advice from unverified sources. Finally, make sure to exercise regularly. Just 15 to 30 minutes of light walking every day, some morning stretches, or a gentle exercise class for seniors. All of these help strengthen your muscles, keep your joints flexible, and boost your mood. When you maintain physical activity and healthy eating, your body will naturally adjust, heal, and regain strength. Old age is not an end, it's a new journey where you need to walk alongside your body with understanding and care. Don't let seemingly good habits cloud your real health. Start over, gently but firmly, because every steady step today is a commitment to a future of living healthily, proactively, and fully embracing every moment.